It's a beautiful morning. I think I'll go outside for a while and just smile. Just taking some clean, fresh air.
Hello everyone and welcome to another Krebs Coho replay cast. This time around we do a 2v2 on the map Wolfheze. I am accompanied by a special co-host today who goes by the name Elesium. Oh god, I know I'm saying that wrong. No, Elesium. Welcome to the show.
Hello, yes, thank you for having me on your wonderful professional casts.
Yeah, that's Elesium. I bet I'm saying that right. And this is actually going to be his game that we're going to be commentating on today. I'm going to be looking at the Wehrmacht whilst he's going to be focusing on himself. Obviously a more natural sort of thing if he's giving his own opinions of what he is building and so on and so forth. That is what you guys would like to see, right? So what we are going to be doing is, well, I guess we're just going to get this on the road then. As you guys know, I've gotten a lot of requests of people wanting to do shoutcasts with me, and so this is, I believe, the first one that we're going to be doing. This is Elesium, the one out of many to come. So are you ready, Elesium?
I'm very ready.
Okay, and 3, 2, 1, and go. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Alright, so I'll be looking at DrEisenhower, kind of a contradictory name, quite ironic considering Eisenhower was the American Eisenhower. Fair enough. And we also have another partner of his, which is DrInVasIon. Okay, and what are we going to be looking at with you down there?
We've got me on the bottom side as the Americans. I'm going barracks first, and we've got one of my friends, EBass, who's gone WSC first. Something we like to do on this map because it gives a lot of map control. But yeah,
well,
he's
is actually quite an interesting map, actually. Most of the points, if you guys look on the tactical map, are low points, except for a few stray munitions points, which are actually high ones. In a lot of maps, we don't usually see high points. In fact, most maps include low and medium ones. So Wolfheze is actually slightly different in that respect, that it has just a few stray high munitions points. Obviously, the ones near the bases are going to be in the hands of the people near there. However, that one on the far side, over towards the east, is going to be the sort of focus of attention. That is what a lot of people want. Likewise, a lot of people like to focus on the center because that is where a lot of fuel is actually located.
Yep, and we're having a little engagement in the front. His pioneers, Volks and MG, just driving my engineers away. And then my rifles, supported by EBass's MG, are going to just keep hold of that center point for us. And he's actually going to lose his pioneer.
Oh god, no, it's so early on. What a big mistake. This is how you know when you've got a good opponent, when just right away you're having these skirmishes and everyone's fighting for the center point. You told me that this is actually an auto match, so you're a big fan of competitive play, aren't you?
Yeah, like me and my friend EBass, we don't really play custom maps. We want the games to actually mean something when we're playing them. So yeah, we'll do 4 or 5 auto matches a day, and we're winning more than we're losing, but we're still not expert players by any stretch.
No, you guys are definitely good, because I gave this a quick skim before we actually done this, and no, you guys are definitely put up quite a show. It seems like you're being a bit bold in the center with those riflemen there.
Yeah, I was a bit bold on the left-hand side, trying to support those engineers, just to let them cap the point, but his Volks got there. But I'm just really keeping those rifles there just to support that MG, because that building has no windows on the left and right side. Both buildings don't have windows on the left and right side, so it can be really easy to flank them and put you guys there. Like I try and do on his MG in the building, but he's got another MG covering it.
Are we looking at the right-hand side?
I'm
where the train stations are. Oh yeah, we definitely are. Yeah, that's what you're on about. Okay, so if we're focusing on the right-hand side then, so you've already got that MG in, or EBass, oh god, sorry.
Yeah.
I know he doesn't like the name EBass. EBass, remember that. has that MG in there, and also Dr. Eisenhower has an MG. So this is quite a Mexican standoff, just the two of them eyeing each other, but they obviously can't even shoot at each other because, as you said, there are no windows in the side of the buildings. So it seems like EBass, oh god, has got that WSC. Do you know what he's actually planning on leading to with that?
Yeah, it's the strategy we usually go as Americans. Is he goes for his M8, he goes quick M8, and I go bars. Just because then we get like the best of both worlds.
The best of both worlds, and obviously that makes most sense, considering that he's not actually using any of fuel to go for bars or stickies or grenades. He obviously has that surplus of fuel, so he can actually go for that quick M8, and that makes it a perfect sort of thing. The only way that the Wehrmacht can counter that is if they actually split up their roles as well. If somebody goes for a fast pack, for example, or a fast grenadier squad, in order to actually counter that M8.
Yeah, one good thing that the Wehrmacht can do is one guy goes T2, and then one guy goes T3, so like a heavy infantry Gren, and then like Pumas, Nebels from the other guy.
And using everything in unison, I know it's a really good strategy. A lot of people, when they skip T2, they'll go for their Sturm Armory, and then they'll finish that off by complementing it with the Blitzkrieg Doctrine, so that they can get those Stormtroopers, which they wouldn't normally have. That's what a lot of them do. Obviously, it's not set in stone. You don't have to definitely go for that. There are a lot of good strategies for going with Terror Doctrine, for example, that has that zeal for supporting your infantry. But of course, I have no idea what these guys are going to bring out with their doctrinal choices. I didn't actually pay attention to that, so I'm actually looking forward to seeing those come out.
I have an idea.
What's that?
An idea what one of them goes, because obviously I played the game, but the other guy I have no idea. Yeah, just paying a little attention to the replay. I'm going to do a little try. I'm trying to flank this MG here. It goes not as well as I'd hoped, but I do get to kill the bike.
At least you got the bike. I mean, that's great. Obviously, your friend EBass has some snipers, maybe.
Yeah, he's got one sniper at the moment. I think it's he's got one in the left-hand side, supporting his MG there, and he's got one in the center. So he's got two. Those bikes really cause a problem for.
Oh yeah, and that's the brilliant thing about when you get the actual riflemen on the field, especially the bars. Those having the sniper near the rifleman just gives them some sort of support, so you can actually chase off those motorcycles who are obviously trying to chase down those snipers. I want to just say that the Wehrmacht are still, well, Dr. Eisenhower is still at his Wehrmacht quarters. I'm guessing he must have teched to T2, and ElesiumCorteaz is still at Wehrmacht quarters as well, so not really much in terms of teching so far. I'm still interested to see what they bring out.
We've got the motor pool going up over here. EBass is getting his motor pool out, and now I've got my bars. So we're just teching into our next game kind of thing.
Yeah, and bringing on that sort of next stuff. That's right. Well, let's see. Eisenhower, what does he have in terms of units? Well, he's got quite a combination. Funny sort of thing. He's got 2 MGs, 2 Pioneers, a motorcycle, and a sniper. So he doesn't actually have any Volks on the field. That's quite an interesting thing. I can't actually predict what he would get next. Maybe he's going to go for T2 in that case and get Grenadiers. I can't really think what he would be going for next with that.
I think we've got a bigger engagement in the centre. Loads of Volks getting barbecued. Yeah. Luckily, my engineers managed to just get flamethrowers in time to drive all those guys away. But I think DrInVasIon has gone heavy Volks, so maybe he's going to go T2. Yeah, they go with the Krieg barracks. He's going to go T2 with the Grenadiers and stuff, the heavy infantry vet, and the other guy who's gone support can get Nebels and stuff.
And there he goes. You're absolutely right. So he's going for Eisenhower, the one of all these snipers, the MGs. He's going to be going for that Sturm Armory. And as you said, ElesiumCorteaz is going for that T2 Krieg barracks, and he's probably going to be getting everything from there. So working in unison, obviously they know what they're doing. I absolutely love seeing these fantastic replays where people know what they're doing. You're doing some pretty sneaky stuff here. You're putting down mines. That's very tricky, especially when there's motorbikes on the field.
Yeah, because I know you like that's a good path that bikes like to travel through to get to snipers and stuff. But if you watch in the center now, this is the most ridiculous thing. The sniper shoots the bike, and then gets shot in turn by a sniper.
Oh god, the snipers, it's just going to be a sniper fest now. This is the worst thing ever. Just whenever you've got not only your own snipers on the field, but when they have snipers as well, it's so tense. You can actually just feel the snipers roaming about in their camouflage, just waiting to get a sort of counter snipe out on your sniper.
Yeah, and as I say, I was talking on a chat thing to my mate while we were playing this, and he couldn't understand why his sniper decided to shoot at the motorcycle, because, you know, it doesn't do any damage to it. But, you know, sometimes it happens like that.
That's kind of random it would actually do that. Well, if he didn't actually select it, I could only imagine, because the default thing, a lot of what the programmers of this game have put in is that they have default units that they attack depending what kind of units they are. AT obviously focus on tanks over infantry, so on and so forth. So you wouldn't expect a sniper to actually hit a motorcycle first. Yeah. Anyway, we see loads of snipers going down. Tons of
We've got loads of snipers everywhere. EBass loses a load of snipers, but his M8's now chasing away all of Invasion's forces.
Just to meet Volksgrenadiers! How disappointing! Oh my god, he's already at a third health left. Oh jeez, that wasn't too successful. I suppose at least he managed to suck away at least 70 munitions from Invasion, so I suppose that's on the plus side, but
Yeah, but he did drive them all away from the center, so it does give us a bit more breathing room.
That's a sort of good thing though, because if you consider 70 munitions, you know, it's unfortunate that you take damage like that, but you can easily get it repaired. 70 munitions is almost equivalent to a Panzerschreck. Obviously, Panzerschreck would last almost the entire length of a game, and if you actually deduct that from them actually getting that, that's pretty much a good positive. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, especially as we're going to bring our engineers up to speed repair this M8. 4 engineers can pretty much in 5 seconds fully repair an M8, I've found.
Oh god, that is a horde! You've got a horde of engineers there. Oh god, that's a lot. Now, how come you haven't actually gotten a medic station yet?
I've got my triage up, and I've got a medic station behind the train station, if you look.
Oh,
in the
there
center.
You go. Nice. I didn't actually notice that, so it's good you have that. Well done.
Yeah,
Pat on the back.
I've had it a little while. I don't think I've got any zombies from yet, but it's a good thing to get, especially as I like to go a heavy infantry strategy.
Well, you can already see those zombies adding up. There's already, what, 3 bodies in there?
Go down.
Yeah, a few things went down there. That M8, for example, the Puma is taking quite a bit of flak. And the Puma's obviously upgraded as well, so I'm guessing he must have gone for that upgraded Puma because they don't have actually that much in terms of AT at the moment. They have that pack over in the back, but I think they need a little bit more.
Yeah, definitely. And as I say, I've gone double flamers for my engineers, just because Volks can't really do it much against them. Especially in the centre, there is all these little bits of green cover and stuff. Those flamers do just control the centre for us.
I know, they're perfect. They're perfect against everything with green cover, because you see all these sandbags and all this cover. You're absolutely right on, spot on with that. Still nothing chosen in terms of doctrines from Eisenhower, and still nothing from Invasion? Or has he chosen? Nope, nothing.
Well, I've now gone airborne. I've only got recon at the moment, but I'm about to get strafe. I'm just umming and ahhing between getting strafe or airborne infantry first, because I don't have many munitions.
Right. Well, are you trying to go for airborne? Do you usually go for airborne?
Yeah, just because one thing I like to go for airborne is for AT guns. It lets me skip the motor pool entirely, yet still be able to get AT guns.
Ah, see, you've got all this planning in your head. Very nice.
Yeah, as I say, me and my friends, this is a strategy that we like to use a lot, and it's only very rarely that we change it up.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people are really set on their own strategies. I know some people might be thinking now, like, oh, all you do is go by the same strategies, anyone can do that. Well, actually, funny enough, a lot of pros actually go for the same strategies. For example, a lot of double PE players, NTD and Evil in a Closet, for example, will go for a heavy sort of strategy towards armored cars. So both of them get armored cars in a lot of their games. So it's no big surprise that you're going to be going for the strategy constantly in every game. But
Yeah.
yeah, here we go. Loads of attacks coming down. That half track taking a huge amount of damage straight from run as well. Ooh.
Yep.
Ooh.
I like using strafe and run. It's nerf against snipers I really don't like. When you can fully strafe a sniper and he doesn't take any damage from it is a bit ridiculous, but it does
He should at
kind
least
of...
take damage. I know, he should at least take damage. That's right.
Yeah, like he gets pinned is about the best you can do with it.
But to be fair, it was quite ridiculous in 2.601 where you could actually kill a sniper even if he was camouflaged with a strafe and run.
Yeah. Well, I do a nice strafe there, getting rid of those Volks in the centre.
There you go. So your AT gun is taking a bit of fire from that sniper. Gotta be a bit careful. Do you actually have, or do any of you have anything on the field at the moment in terms of snipers?
Oh,
you got one.
We've got one sniper, but I don't know if we kill any of their snipers because I know I have real trouble on the right hand side later on with snipers, and it's very difficult to actually counter snipers with just rifles and airborne and stuff. They don't really do much to kill a sniper.
Are you not a big fan of getting jeeps, for example?
As we had a little talk before this game, for some reason I'm atrocious with using jeeps. I don't know why. It's just something I've never gotten used to using jeeps. Just the way they move is very difficult. But I think this later on as well, they are starting to get a lot of grenadiers and stugs and things are going to come out, meaning that we can't really do much to counter. We have got rangers on the field though from EBass, so he's obviously got infantry.
Well, rangers are quite, jeeps are quite limited. Just to basically the beginning of the game, because at this point you've already got that Puma, which is upgraded, you've got that Stug out on the field, you've got a whole bunch of stuff, and so that Jeep would have no chance in actually chasing down snipers. Also, another thing to consider is that Wolfheze is quite a small map. Unlike a lot of 1v1 maps, for example, where you have plenty of time to head down a road and chase down a sniper, Wolfheze, you're pretty much across the field and you're in the opponent's base. That's how small the distance is. Right hand side looks okay. We've just got a bunker down there, MG bunker, and the munitions of yours is actually being cut off. You've also got an observation post on that, which is pretty damn cool, meaning you're getting a total of 26 whopping munitions from that. You've got that in
Plus I've got the other one, yeah.
Yeah.
I've gone and capped those because I have so many manpower, because rifles aren't really that manpower intensive, especially as I've only got 3 of them, whereas snipers and stuff really take a lot of manpower. And I've got my first zombie squad there at 15 minutes.
Yay, for zombies. Nice.
I'm used to playing it against Wehr that do this, you know, loads of Vet 3 Grenadier zombies. So it's nice to be able to do it back.
Yeah, I know. Well, at least you got your actual rifleman there with 3 bars. Very, very nice. The Wehrmacht also have their munitions point upgraded to with their observation post as well, so they know what they are doing. So much mixture of units on the field. We've got like this, we've got a mortar, we've got a Nebelwerfer, we've got 2 medic bunkers actually, not even 1, we've got 2 out on the field. That is from ElesiumCorteaz, who is the, and Eisenhower actually as well. So that is going to see a huge amount of guys just going about the field, getting, picking up their dead, their wounded obviously. But still gonna be quite a hard thing to do when you've got snipers and riflemen roaming about. You could maybe easily kill those medics, no problem.
Yeah, definitely. But it's very easy just to miss like a couple of medics here and there while in a big firefight, and it does quickly add up, especially if you've got 4 of them.
Oh god, look at the
But yeah,
destruction. Just incendiary. You're absolutely chased away here, I think. That Nebelwerfer really put a dent on your front line.
Oh yeah, definitely. The Nailworth is a really good way, especially with rifle blobs and AT guns and stuff. They really do push you away.
Oh, and base is getting chased away from that train station as well.
Yeah, it is really difficult to try and keep hold of it, especially with mortars. You know, they quickly kill AT guns and stuff.
God damn,
because it's very difficult.
Nebelwerfers ruin your life, don't they?
Oh, definitely. Trying to find a Nebelwerfer and keep it and kill it basically is very difficult, especially when they get Vet 3 and along a road they go the same speed as a Jeep.
Well, your rifleman just went down there, Vet 1 rifleman. That's quite unfortunate to be seeing a loss like that. Surprisingly, the Grenadier's grenade that landed on top of your rifleman took them down from 4 guys to 1, which is very surprising for a Grenadier grenade. Usually they're atrocious in my opinion. But yeah, it looks like everyone is bundled up, and wow, there we go, 6 to 3. I don't know, it seems like Grenadier grenades are quite inconsistent. Sometimes they kill a lot of guys, sometimes they just don't even touch them at all.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to say a point. What's your timing? Because I think we're slightly out of sync now.
Well, I'm at 18, 41, 42, 43.
I'm at 17, 50, 51, 52.
Okay, if you could just pause for a moment, I'll keep on counting. So 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, and that's 19 minutes there.
Well, I'm at 17:54. So for somehow we've got out of sync.
17:54.
Yeah, I'm a minute out of sync.
Oh god. Yeah, get back. Hold on, I'll pause the game. Go. So carrying on, well, it looks like your MG40, not your MG42, your HMG is covering the center, but oh my god, devastating howitzer! This is brilliant with the infantry doctrine.
The howitzer shoot is really good, because he doesn't have any howitzers yet, but especially, you know, they've got all these bunkers up. Trying to get some howitzers on them is a really good thing.
So it must be base has gone for those rangers then, eh?
Yeah, EBass has gone for the rangers and the howitzers and things, whereas I'm trying to push on this right hand side.
Oh wow, base is just coming right up behind everyone. He looks like he's about to devastate them. Oh my god, he's killing everyone. He's just annihilated MG. Oh, but an MG42 that just ruined the day from far away as well. How unfortunate.
Yeah, one good thing is to quickly rush in and throw a grenade, especially on a mortar squad or something, because you only need to kill 2 guys.
Exactly, for it to just commit suicide.
Yep, and I've got my first Sherman out, and it's in the centre. It's taking a bit of damage, just driving away some infantry and stuff.
There you go, Sherman. Sherman indeed. That's pretty good. It's quite surprising yet again because, as we were saying at the beginning of the replay, just how low the fuel points are on this map. That you actually managed to have any fuel. Well, let's take a look. For example, Eisenhower has only plus 20 fuel rate income, and so that's really not that
25. Much. It's not that much at all. You've got to think it'll take you, that's per minute, so it takes you, what, 4 minutes to get a Sherman?
I think this is, yeah, it's absolutely killer on a Wehrmacht player, I think, because they have to not only afford tanks and stuff, but they have to afford veterancy, which, as you know, costs a lot of fuel.
We've got storms from Eisenhower on the right hand side, so I'm guessing he's gone blitz.
Yep, Eisenhower is gone for that his blitzkrieg doctrine, and he has those stormtroopers with the MP44s. Quite surprising. Usually, people when they go for storms, they go for the actual Panzerschrecks, but he's gone for MP44s. So I'm guessing he's just going to be trying to negate your Thompsons. Basis Thompsons anyway. I want to see.
It's a good thing though, because we don't really have any howitzers or anything yet, so there's nothing really to sneak up and try and destroy. They've only seen 1 Sherman so far, so there's no real reason to get Shreks on them yet. You know, if he decides that there's a lot of tanks that need destroying, he can always get up another Storms. But those MP44s really just shred like my airborne infantry and things.
I know. It's quite funny actually. When you upgrade an MP44, as you guys can see, a single MP44 accounts for 2 MP44s in the Stormtrooper squad, so you need to upgrade it twice in order to get every single man in that squad.
And now they're chasing an AT gun down.
Oh, whereabouts?
Oh, he stopped chasing it on the right hand side. That AT gun gets away very easily.
I can't see this. It's somewhere on the field. Let's see, I just want to check Invasion, see if he has anything selected. Well, he's actually at 6 CP. I'm not sure what to expect from that, actually. Maybe he's going to go for Terror, just for that reason. Fair enough.
Yeah, maybe he's trying to save up for like a quick King Tiger or something, but...
Yeah, but you know what they say sometimes, I'm not sure if you're aware of this, I can't remember the exact specifics, but actually saving up your CP like this is actually... I don't know. Saving up your CP like this actually slows down your rate of gain.
I think you can have a quick save though. Then you start to slow down.
Corteaz, I can't hear you, man.
Alright,
I think we sort of lost you a little bit. You're just a bit quiet.
Okay, it was on game replays. They'd worked out the exact numbers that you need to get and stuff. So if you want to check out game replays, you know, you'll be able to see everything about how to get CP.
Yeah, I think it was something, now don't hold me to this, I think it was something along the lines that from 3 CP and over, it was an extra plus 20 experience or something like that. It was something along that range. So obviously when you're counting down the actual CP points, that is actually going to be quite a lot over the long run. CP is obviously important. Invasion's still no choice, so I really want to see what comes out of that when he does select it. Looks like... What's that?
What's now out? Yeah, I'm just getting loads and loads of killed rifles back from this medic station. It's definitely paid for itself already.
Oh, I know you're getting loads of guys from that, aren't you? But Werfer is just ruining the day. God. Train station's gone. The center's just seeing so much craters. Man, oh man.
Have a howitzer up from EBass. It's in an interesting position though. I don't know if I agree with where he puts it, just because it's so easy to quickly drive a Stug or some Storms to where it is, just at the back, near those buildings at the back of the
I know,
center.
it could easily actually be destroyed or, yeah, you know, get killed or something. Just looking at how long the howitzer range is, you can just see how far it extends. It even extends right off the map, so it probably should have been put like in your base, for example, or at least like behind the buildings somewhere.
Yeah,
There you go, one of your rifleman squads just went down.
And I've got 2 airborne as well now, so I managed to kill that full stormtrooper squad with those guys.
Just some big losses you're taking here. Like I saw a veteran C2 squad, I believe, or 3, actually go down. That was
Vet 2 rifles go down.
Yeah, it's really painful.
Yeah, that was the most painful moment for me in this game.
Oh god, and you're almost losing another rifleman squad on the retreat. Ugh.
Yeah, this airborne squad in the centre is very, very lucky. That Vet 2 airborne with recoilless goes down on the smallest sliver of health.
Man, oh man, oh man. Well, you guys are trying to get back into the fight, it seems like. It seems like the Wehrmacht have a push on you at the moment, just because they've actually managed to sort of chase you away on the right-hand side. They've decapped the fuel, so you don't actually get that munitions, for example. And all in all, they have a lot of stuff. They've got lots of Stugs, Veteran C2 as well, so, you know, that is looking absolutely superb for them. However, it seems like EBass is actually howitzering Dr. Eisenhower's base. So, skipping the actual battlefront, heck, we'll just destroy his base. Why not?
It might have been, though, that he's actually going at the bunker and it's just fired a bit long. Sometimes, because of the way the map has a little bit of hills and stuff, you can click on the bunker, you know, because that one lands a bit more close to the bunker. I don't know, sometimes, especially Duclair, for example, trying to hit bunkers that are on the cusp of the hill is very difficult with howitzers.
Yeah. It can sometimes be that case. Obviously, they're not going to be totally accurate, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Right-hand side is seeing a lot of action. I mean, it looks like you're trying to, rather than be this sort of stubborn player and constantly going for the center and trying to get it, you're actually going on the right-hand side. You've actually had to blow a hole through the tank traps that are laid from Dr. Eisenhower, and you've actually got one of your Shermans up there.
Yeah,
you're capturing Wehr?
He kills or something. Especially considering at this point he has Shrek Grenadiers chasing it down. I was very worried about losing it because it's such a big fuel cost. But hopefully I managed to hide it behind the building and managed to save it from those Grenadiers.
But you're doing quite a good job on the right hand side actually. Like all that the Wehrmacht are offering to actually help in trying to defend that right hand side is just a Grenadier squad and a lone pack, and also a immobilized Stug, which is actually being penetrated by your AT gun. So very good job for that AT gun. It's going to be obviously destroying that Stug. There we go. But the neat thing about it is now that the Wehrmacht have to concentrate on defending the right hand side, whilst EBass can actually hammer away at the whatever's left on the center. That's pretty cool. There we go,
yeah,
we've got some Thompsons moving in. Absolutely shredding everything. Oh my god. Oh gosh. Yeah,
Yeah, but those storms have got a bar, if you notice.
Yeah, they've actually picked it up from one of your guys.
Yep, but I've now got my 4th zombie squad, because I've now got 2 medic stations up.
Nice. So these zombies really pay off. Imagine that if you were down 4 riflemen right now, just how you would have no chance.
Yeah, that's one.
Corteaz, I think I'm slightly losing you every now and then. Like your mic is just not turning up.
Sorry about that. I'll see what I can do about it. But yeah, as I say, I'm now at 5 rifleman squads, so losing 2 squads isn't too bad.
Oh, jeez, you lost another rifleman squad as well. The Wehrmacht are losing quite a bit of their guys. It's not only singularly yourself, but just the Wehrmacht as well. So we're seeing casualties on both sides. I'm not exactly sure if that's just due to like lack of micro or something, or just being a bit sacrificial. I have no idea.
Yeah, like as I say, that is a very, very lucky airborne squad. It gets out again with 1 man.
Oh, jeez. Now, looking at Invasion's CP, he's actually got 9 CP. What the heck is he going for? It has to be Terror Doctrine. I honestly don't think it can be anything else. At this point, I just think it has to be Terror Doctrine, perhaps Blitzkrieg if he wants to go for a Tiger, but really, 9 CP, just not even used yet.
Yeah, I'm curious what he's actually going to go with that.
Maybe he doesn't go for anything.
Yeah, maybe he doesn't. Maybe he decides.
Maybe he doesn't know you can use command points.
Maybe. My Sherman's now.
Still losing you, Corteaz. So just every now and then, just the mic's cutting out a little bit.
I've got a Vet 2 Sherman on the right hand side. I've got my AT gun that helped drive away a Stug, and it took a bit of damage from a pack that was firing at it, but my engineers have destroyed that.
Yeah, your Vet 2 Sherman is definitely going to put some hurt. If anyone obviously doesn't know what the veterancy does on a Sherman, well, the first veterancy increases the max speed, which I suppose is nice. You can get increased max speed, so you get away from places faster. Veterancy 2 increases its penetration, I believe, and Veterancy 3 the damage. So that Veterancy 2 Sherman of yours, that's going to be penetrating at a much higher rate. That's going to be a very competitive tank. Whatever they can bring out is going to be, it's going to counter very well, especially these Ostwins, for example.
And the Stugs are very high armor, so...
Yeah, the Stugs notorious with the front armor, so maybe a Sherman could actually do a good job at taking on that front armor.
Especially these Shermans are upgunned to the 76mm guns.
So they already have higher penetration anyway.
Yep.
Well, let's see. 10 CP rolling in for Invasion. 10 CP. I don't think I've ever seen someone hold this much CP in a game before. I have no idea. Maybe he just can't even think of what he wants. Like, I'm looking at his resources right now. All he barely has that many munitions. He's got about 450 or 40 now manpower floating about. So I don't know, even if he gets some sort of doctrinal choice out, he can't really use anything from it. But still, if he went for terror, he gets zeal, and that's passive. It's free.
Yeah, just something like that, just to spend it, because there's no point in not using it at all.
I know. I mean, in the long run, zeal would help a lot. Keep your guys alive longer. Especially, I have to hit Invasion down for this, because he was the guy that was going for the heavy infantry, remember? He was the guy that was getting the Volksgrenadiers and the Grenadiers. Why the heck doesn't he get actual zero from the Terror Doctrine? That would have helped him so much in keeping his guys alive longer. They'd be fighting harder for one, they'd be alive longer, health regen and everything. That would be absolutely spectacular if he went for that. I don't know why he hasn't, it's very strange. Well,
yeah, definitely.
There we go. We've got a, I don't know, I believe maybe it was a strafing run of yours going across the
Yes,
sky.
it was a strafing run, strafing these Vet 2 Storms on the right hand side.
Nice.
They were covered with rifles.
The right hand side is pretty much yours now.
Yeah, because I've got that power dropped AT gun and the Sherman over there. It's kinda all mine, because the Stug's not going to be able to beat those two.
And even though you're fighting on that right-hand side, I mean, that's the main front for you, you're still supporting base in the middle with your paratroopers.
Yeah, exactly. Just to try and drive away that Ostwind a little bit with those recoilless rifles.
Ostwinds are going to really put the hurt into your guys. They just tear them apart. Absolutely tear them apart. I think what you guys really need is some AT guns. We got some rolling up right there. But maybe even just your Sherman coming in would have helped a lot.
Yeah, at the moment I've got the 2 Shermans, but they're both very damaged and I don't want to risk them. Especially as he has got that AT gun to drive the Ostwind away.
Yeah, does have quite a bit, doesn't he? Well, we've got a Panzer IV out from Invasion. And
yep, this Panzer IV is going to go into a one-on-one duel with my Sherman in a few moments.
Standoff, that's what we wanted to see.
And
nice.
An unvetted Panzer IV is about equal to an upgun Sherman, I found.
Nice. That's pretty good. I can't remember what exactly the veterancy on the tanks do for Wehrmacht.
Is it Vet 2 gives armored skirts and Vet 3 gives an MG, or the other way around?
I think it's the other way around. Just off the top of my head, I feel like I'm gonna feel dumb if I actually get that wrong. But I think it's the other way around, that you get armored skirts at the last veterancy.
As I said, as I've told you, I don't really play Wehrmacht.
I'm pretty sure. Well, he just actually unlocked that MG42 on his Panzer IV by just getting veterancy 2. So I'm pretty sure, yeah, it was that armored skirts later on. Veterancy 1, I can't really remember what they get. Maybe it's accuracy or something. Oh, I can't even remember. Well, you got a howitzer shoot coming down, it looks like. There you go, massive howitzer shoot. Oh god, the Stug is killing loads of your guys as well. Jeez, I didn't think the Stug would be that effective. Wow.
Yeah, it's a bit like the Hetzer of the PE. You don't realise how much damage it can do until, you know, you get a couple of them out. They just do so much damage.
That's the thing, how much damage it can do. You don't expect it to do much damage, but it does quite a bit. Wow, look at your medics as well. You've got 3 of them. They're picking up all these wounded guys. That's 3 guys. That's half of a zombie squad. That's great.
Exactly, and I'm now... So that's like... I have triple riflemen. I bought 3 at the start. I have triple of what I started with, if I hadn't have lost any of them. But one good thing about losing the squads is I don't have to then pay the upkeep for them. And upkeeps are one thing that really starts to hinder me later on, because I don't have the manpower to reinforce my squads.
Yeah, I know. Well, one of the weakest spots of the American, obviously, is their upkeep. Obviously, a good way, if you ever actually manage to do so, to actually hinder their upkeep is destroying their supply yard. You could always hit that, and that could put them back on their upgrades.
Yeah, definitely. I've got my supply yard, I think, fully upgraded by this point.
Oh, so imagine if that was gone. That would be an absolute pain in the butt. Right hand side, it looks like base is actually concentrating over there. Pretty
yeah,
cool.
I've managed to fully take the right.
Yeah, the right hand side is pretty much your guys. It's pretty good. But still, Invasion has not even selected a doctrine. I actually think he's not going to select a doctrine the entire game.
Yeah, like I don't, as I said.
Oh, we're still losing you every now and then, Corteaz. It's so unfortunate. It just keeps on cutting out every now and then. Oh man. Oh well. You'll obviously be coming back in and out of the game. So we've got the Grenadiers trying to shoot away at the Sherman, but the Sherman is veterancy 3 now, which means that he has actually gotten that veterancy 3 bonus on his damage. So I believe that's an extra 25% damage, which is absolute pain! Pain in a nutshell. Also, that Ostwind managed to take out one of your rifleman squads on the retreat. Such a notorious thing to take on Ostwinds. You really need an AT gun or tanks. There's no other choice. Paratroopers, rangers, stickies, they'll get absolutely mauled apart. Well, are you there, Corteaz, or have we lost you?
I'm here.
Okay. Can't actually tell. There we go.
But one thing that does happen is, with AT guns to try and kill that Ostwind, he does still have his snipers about, and it's very difficult because 2 shots will kill a AT gun.
Oh, I know, and that finishes it off. And then what else do you have? All you have left is your tanks. god, that Ostwind is going to be so hard to take on. I mean, you've got these Rangers and MGs here, but they're just getting mauled apart by the Ostwind. Look at that! One single shot from an Ostwind killed 5 Rangers. A single shot. I know they're all bunched up together, but one single shot killed 5 Rangers. That cleared them out. You're so lucky that you have that medic station right there. 4 medics running about, but your medic station is about to take some pain from the armor. That howitzer is going down. This must be quite a terrifying position to be in.
Well, it is. They do a major push here, and this is the point where they could manage to claw themselves back into the game.
Oh, definitely. This would be quite a frightening position to be in. They've got quite a bit of guys. You put it down a bombing run, luckily, that managed to take out that Panzer IV.
Panzer IV. I was hoping to get the Ostwind as well, but it didn't. But luckily, there's so many Rangers and Shermans there.
You guys are very lucky that you had a whole bunch of guys still huddled up in your base that you could bring out on the field. I think you you had to temporarily retreat, but it's so very good that you still had guys there.
Yeah, like I have 4 rifles and 3 Shermans, so I don't think there's much they can do now. They've only got 39 points left, and it's just they've only got 1 point. They can't really capture the right or the bottom really.
I know, because you guys are defending the right hand side. You've got Shermans there, and oh jeez, the only thing they can do is probably take well, they've already got the middle, so the only thing they can't take anything basically.
Well, they're sending us storms to the bottom to try and cap that, but with howitzers and howitzer shoot, EBass can just drop a howitzer straight on it, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Oh man, what a hard position to be in, especially just how these victory points are laid out on this map. That stray stormtrooper squad is so far away, and you've basically got all the points covered, the other 2. Well, we have a Tiger out by Eisenhower, and it's basically, it's not doing anything. All it's taking is damage. It's more soaking up fire from your Shermans and that.
Yeah, there's a Vet 3 airborne and a Vet 3 Sherman there, and 2 AT guns that I've power dropped in.
Well, so imagine that, plus 50% penetration, plus 25% damage on your Sherman. That is just going to nail that Tiger quite harder than a normal Sherman would.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, center side seeing a little bit of skirmishes from the Grenadiers and the Volks, but still, it's not looking very good for them. 14 points and ticking down. It's going quite fast as well. Oh man. Yeah.
At this point, it's pretty much all over.
Yeah, you guys got all 3 points. 7 points and counting. Good game coming down from base, and that is the game just about over. Eisenhower saying too much. Yeah, it probably was too much for him. Just constant swarms of zombie riflemen and AT guns on the right hand side with the veteran C3 Sherman. Veteran C3 airborne as well. Oh my god, that was just too much to deal with.
Yeah, but in the end, of all the MGs and snipers and things that EBass built, he only ended up with 3 Rangers, 1 rifle and an AT gun. So they really did a lot of damage to both of us. It was a very big aggression match.
I think the veterancy was just too much for them. Whenever the Americans can actually get so much veterancy on their squads, they just become notoriously hard to kill. Very hard to kill.
I'm not exactly sure, but I think a Vet 3 is more beneficial for Americans than it is for the Wehrmacht.
Oh, no, it definitely is. It definitely is. It depends what you talk about with veterancy, like a rifleman.
Like infantry, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, rifleman, you get a plus 50% damage bonus on your rifleman, which annihilates anything. It shreds guys with no problem. Anyway, okay, so any closing comments with this game? I think the only time that the Wehrmacht went wrong, well, they did have a bit of bad unit preservation in that, but I don't know,
Like for me,
they were just outskilled, really.
We both have bad unit preservation, especially on my part. I do lose like a Vet 2 rifles and Vet 1 rifles here and there, and that is really bad. Like, it's something I need to work on, but it did help that I had all those medic stations. I think they could have defended the right hand a bit more. They built like those tank traps and put a bunker and an MG there. Well, my Sherman rolled all over it, and they need to do like maybe a pack or something. But yeah, I don't think they did anything particularly wrong. More just
Well, there's something
that'll-
definitely I can point out that is wrong, and that's the fact that Eisenhower or Invasion actually didn't go for any doctrine whatsoever. He's actually, at the end of this replay, he's got 13 command points.
So can he buy pretty much everything in
He can,
any-
yeah, he can unlock an entire doctrinal tree if he wants to. I don't know why he didn't. Even if he would just went for Zeo from Terra Doctrine, didn't get anything else, that would have been passive bonuses that could have helped a lot. Also, other stuff that he could have got from Terror, such as the King Tiger, for example,
Yeah,
only
I think King
500
Tiger-
manpower.
That would have, like, even though it's a Vet 3 Sherman, I'm still not going to try and win a fight against a King Tiger with that. So it
know.
could have really pushed me back on the right. Or anything like a V1 to kill howitzers, or firestorms, or anything like that could have been really good, but luckily they didn't.
Well, anyway, so that was a good game between you and your opponents. Well done for winning that game, and it was very nice doing a cast with you. Corteaz, let me say your name right again, Elesium.
Elesium, yeah, you get there in the end.
Yeah, I got there in the end. So it's nice doing a cast of you, and hopefully we will see you again in the future. But
Oh,
until
yeah,
then,
definitely.
guys, we will see you all later. Bye-bye.